Hey guys, welcome to another video. Thanks for joining today. I'm going to do another which shoe for you comparison video between two shoes. First, there is the Saucony Endorphin Azura, which has been one of the very popular shoes this year. It uses the Power Run PB, which is their super foam. It's a beaded PBA. This shoe only sells for $150, which is very reasonable for a shoe with a super foam. I think it's competing with the Evo SL in a lot of ways. But this shoe has 30 millimeters of stack height in the heel, 32 in the forefoot, nice breathable upper, nice speed roll technology. Anyway, it's a very nice shoe. Daily trainer, but with some pop. Comparing that to the XTEP 2000km 5 Pro, which is one of the shoes I bought from China. It uses their XTEP Ace midsole, which is also a beaded TPU, so there's a lot of commonality. Now this one does have a little lower drop. It's a 5 millimeter drop. I am measuring and estimating that this is 38 in the heel, 33 in the forefoot, so it's actually pretty similar in a lot of ways. So I just want to go through a comparison. Hope you enjoyed the video. Okay guys, so today I wanted to do a comparison, on-foot comparison between the Saucony Endorphin Azura and the XTEP 2000km 5 Pro. There are definitely some similarities between the two shoes. They both have nice breathable uppers. I think it's more of a double layer mesh on the Saucony Endorphin Azura. It's more of a jacquard mesh, a little bit softer feeling material on the XTEP. They both have medium cushioned heel collars. I would say there's a little bit more cushion in the Azura. They both have very thin tongues. The Endorphin Azura has little pads on it to help prevent the lace bite. You don't really have that on the Endorphin Azura, but I would say the laces are wider, and I've never really felt lace bite on that shoe either. The Endorphin Azura is wider through the midfoot. They both are widening out pretty nicely through the forefoot, and I would say the XTEP probably doesn't taper in quite as much, so they both fit quite well. I've actually got an 11.5 in the Endorphin Azura. I have an 11 in the XTEP 2000km Pro. They both fit me well though. I've got probably a full thumb's width at the end of the Endorphin Azura and probably a half in the XTEP 2000km 5 Pro. I'd say they both fit pretty true to size. The foam in the Saucony is their Power Run PB foam, which is a PBA based foam, nice and bouncy. The foam in the XTEP, they call XTEP Ace, but in this case it is actually also a beaded PBA foam. Stack height wise, the Endorphin Azura is 40 in the heel, 22 in the forefoot for an 8 millimeter drop. The XTEP 5 Pro, they say is a 5 millimeter drop, and I believe that. I've been saying it's 38 in the heel, 33 in the forefoot. Got my little electronic calipers, and I'm actually getting like 37 in the heel and 32 in the forefoot. So it's 37 or 38. So it's slightly lower. You can feel it's a little bit lower, but they're very close. I would say as far as firmness goes, very close. I would say the Saucony Endorphin Azura is very slightly softer than the XTEP 5 Pro, but they both still provide very good bounce. Very comfortable shoes. It's just whether you like a little bit softer ride, a little bit firmer ride. I do trade-off for me too, it's close enough. I do prefer the 5 millimeter drop in the XTEP 5 Pro to the 8 millimeter in the Saucony Azura, but again, that is just totally a personal preference. The breathability, they're real close. I don't know, I might give a slight advantage to the Saucony Endorphin Azura. The laces in the Saucony Endorphin Azura are a little bit thicker, though I do think the thinner laces in the XTEP 5 Pro are pretty cool because they glow in the dark, which I think is a neat feature. You get more reflective material, more reflective elements in the Endorphin Azura, which is great for running at night. The XTEP 5 Pro includes a pull tab, which is nice for helping pull on the shoe. As far as outsoles go, Saucony has a lot of exposed foam, but it's got a really good XT 900 rubber, which I think is going to last a long time. I still would, in this case, I'm going to give the outsole advantage to the XTEP. The 2000km 5 Pro has a marathon grade, as they call it, CPU outsole. It's 2 millimeters thick everywhere and 3 millimeters thick in the high areas, so I do think it's probably going to last even a little longer. The XTEP has a midfoot nylon shank or TPU shank to help with stability. The Saucony Endorphin Azura doesn't have that, but it has a wider base, so it's also a pretty stable shoe. They are both neutral shoes, but they both are fairly stable. It's neutral, I would say. Anyway, I would say the speed roll technology, the rocker in the Endorphin Azura probably starts a little further back and rolls you through your stride. The XTEP is flatter until you get to the front. It has a pretty sharp forefoot rocker, but they both feel really good underfoot. Anyway. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the comparison video today. If you liked the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in any more of my content, including updates on these shoes as I get more miles in them, just subscribe to the channel. Other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day and keep moving.